Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his
monthly bill?
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
Hello, and welcome to a very, very salty pig roach. Man, does he get salty. Oh, I just watch and listen. Best way to get to it, right? At 1.25 speed.
Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, if you could please direct your attention to the bottom of the stream, you'll see a leaderboard. And on that leaderboard, you'll see it says, we're currently at 270 members out of 285. Sadly, overnight, we lost 5 members. 5 people did not renew their memberships.
Haha.
I guess that means that I'm a terrible person doing terrible content. Everyone hates.
You are, and they do. Also, memberships are auto-renew. To not auto-renew, you have to actually go in and click Do Not Renew. Gee, is someone not able to forward all their stock accounts auto-renewing? I wonder.
Hates me, and I lost 5 members because obviously what I'm doing is subpar. Of course. Likely what happened is people didn't put it on auto-renew, didn't realize that it was expiring, or maybe they're just not...
Again, it is automatically auto-renew. Automatically auto-renew. You have to physically go in and change it to not renew.
Not around right now because they're not too interested in Life is Strange, right? And what I feel will happen is once we really start jumping into the meat of the good new releases of this season, I would think that it would start with Kena Bridge of Spirits and Lost Judgment. It's probably going to be the start of the weekly, big new releases coming out and people really getting excited for them. Then we're going to see, I would almost expect constant growth starting then, okay? But we have stagnated a bit today. With losing, stretching.
Ready for a snap. Not even noon his
time.
time.
That kind of sucks, not going to lie, especially because we were having a big push towards hitting the goal of 285 for the month. Every day we were seeing good progress. We were seeing a few more every single day. And it was to the point where it felt like we were going to hit the goal. And I was like, that'd be excellent. Then we hit the Halloween goal, and now people will be able to pick the outfit and everything, and we'll be good to go. But it seems like now we've stagnated.
Halloween goal.
So
Pick up my racist
costume.
costume.
Off to become a member for whatever reason.
Does he finally just give up and just do blackface?
Didn't realize your membership was expiring because you didn't have it on auto renew. Give it a look and please consider becoming a member today. Remember, that there is going to be a lot of benefits you get for being a member. And remember,
like what? You get
so what are the benefits?
Emotes.
Well, number 1,
that's
you
it.
get a highlighted name in chat. Number 2, you get a chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter. All right. Number 3, you don't have to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat. You can talk as much as you like without restriction.
Or just don't have slow mode on, like me.
Right now, there's 20 of those darn things, and there's going to be more when we hit 300 members. Every 50 members now, we unlock a new emote. Okay? So, please becoming a member if you're not.
To think, he went from 900 on average to can't even reach 285. Without the Twitch Prime and the gifted subs,
being a member gives you extra rewards. Because as of this weekend, at some point, I haven't done it yet. I'm trying to find a night when I'm going to have free time to do it. Probably not tonight, because tonight I got to shower and maybe shave. So I'm trying to think that's extra time I'm not going to have. Maybe tomorrow or Monday.
Tonight I have to shower and shave. The other nights I don't have to because I only do it once a week. God, why are you so scuzzy? Second, you have nothing. Outside of streaming, you have all the free time in the world. You can do anything you want, whenever you want, at any moment. You don't have a job. You don't have friends. You have nothing outside of streaming.
But anyway, over the weekend, I'm going to set up a poll where members only are going to start nominating games for the upcoming Halloween marathon that's already a lock. It's already happening, okay? And members are going to exclusively be able to nominate and vote on a game that will guaranteed be in that event. And this is different from the open nominations, because open nominations, anyone can nominate. We'll probably have, 50 to 100 nominations in the open nominations. But for members only, right, this is a much smaller group to start submitting stuff. And to guarantee that the members are going to get a game in the marathon is a pretty big advantage, okay? So please consider becoming a member. Right now, you'll get a big bonus for becoming a member by having that added power this coming month. In particular, like I said, the next day or two is when that ability is going to go live.
I'm actually kind of surprised it's actually doing something that is members only. Like, wow,
so there you go.
That's like
guys, so
1% effort.
Remember, I hope we hit the 285. The highest we've ever had is 275 now, and I was having a lot of fun every day saying, we hit a new record, So it'd be great to get back there, okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm an independent content creator, and what that means is very simple.
You need to fund my life.
Any partnerships or sponsorships with anyone, all right? I'm a man.
Here it comes, shoes.
And I have been the same kind
Talking
of
about shoes again.
Gaming is my hobby as well as my job. I'm a lifelong gamer. I love gaming. And I love sharing my daily gameplay experiences with all of you and being able to be completely honest and transparent with my feelings because I don't have to worry about Oh no, I've offended a sponsor. Oh no, I was supposed to kiss this game's butt and I didn't. I don't have to do that shit. I can be honest with you guys and up front, and you guys.
You just have to beg your fans to pay your livelihood.
You guys like what I do, and you support those efforts. All right. So that is my income, your crowdfunding support. Okay. So I hope you guys understand that. And
You're
like this content,
begging,
and you want
not
to see this style of
crowdfunding.
content, which is very different from what most other people are doing, because everyone else who does this for a living usually has sponsors, partnerships, and they gotta kiss butt and they gotta watch what they say, and I don't have to do that. Okay.
Mind you, he's admitted now that he's turned down sponsorships, because before it was all, I don't get those chances because of the trolls. Then he's admitted multiple times, yeah, I turned it down, guys. I turned down this game. I turned down that mobile game. I turned down that controller sponsorship, guys. Because I want to be the real gamer. Right. Although, Raid Shadow Legends will give it to just about anyone. So, him saying that they offered it and he turned it down, him being offered wouldn't surprise me. Him turning it down, like, really? Guys, they're only going to pay me $1,000 a month. What can I do with $1,000 a month? That's not enough to pay my bills. Another 10 polls and WWE champions.
Okay. So if you like this, please consider contributing to one of the following crowdfunding.
Like what?
We've already mentioned memberships. I don't have to go into detail about that again.
It's supposed to be a gameplay
There's also
stream,
super
right?
chats and super
Where's the
stickers.
gameplay?
These are ways where you can contribute directly through YouTube itself. And if you use those methods, you'll get a highlighted message in the stream chat as a way of saying thanks. Okay? If you do a membership or super chat or super sticker, those are things that all help the channel in the long term. Short-term help is directly through tips. When you tip me, those are funds that I get immediately that I can put towards
I need those
support.
tips,
For
I really
example,
do.
The cost of games. I got Deathloop coming up on Tuesday. The cost of maintaining this business. I have to pay my internet bill in the next few days. All right?
And you're not going to pay it with the
business class internet.
huge...
Hundreds
Oh,
of dollars.
that's the other thing. When his payment didn't come in on the 21st. Guys, there's a huge amount of money just sitting there saying pending. What does it mean, pending? It says pending, guys. I get this huge amount of money just sitting there saying pending. But now... Guys, I need you to tip me so I can buy games so I can pay my internet bill. What happened to that huge amount of money? It went to bills. Like your internet bill? Wait a minute, no, you need tips to pay your internet bill. That's right, DSP. Anyways, let's continue.
You know, doing things that are normal, like grocery shopping and stuff like that. Being able to go out and have a nice dinner with my wife once a week. All right? Stuff like that.
Again, I'm broke, I can't afford groceries, but I have to go out and spend $40 a ramen bowl with my wife. DSP, you have never suffered. He's actually called himself the king of suffering before. No, he's not. You've never had to go, alright, well, if I eat ramen for the next couple of days with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich... Oh, wait, no, I don't have any jelly. Fuck, I don't have the money for jelly. Alright, well, eat ramen and a couple peanut butter sandwiches for the next couple of days. I'll be able to make it to payday. Yay! He's never had that. He has never and will never have that.
So tips pay for. All right? So when you tip me, that's very important to my business because it's direct funding that I get right away that I can put towards important stuff.
Buying
And I
dinner with your
appreciate
wife
everyone
on your day
who
off is
contributes
important
that
to the
method,
business?
because that is
Really?
the preferred method of contribution because not only do I get those funds right away, but also I lose less of those. And what I mean by that is, you know, when you contribute in various ways, you know, every business takes a cut. Well, I basically get more of tips than anything else. You see? So please consider tipping.
Take a
Look
sip.
At the description of
Slizzy
this video, there's a
asshole.
link you can click on the tip, or you can just type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. Either way is great. Since tips are so important, I have reward goals that are set to levels of tips that I reach on each stream. For example, if I raise $50 in tips, I'll put on a pair of Gunner glasses. If I raise $100 in tips, you guys get to pick a hat for me to wear on today's stream. Now, the only hat that's not eligible is the military style. I wore that last night during the Street Fighter stream. So that means today, the digital style, the camo style, the cowboy hat, and the fake hair dyed platinum tips hat. Those are all eligible today as hats that I can wear if we raise the $100 in tips. Okay? And then, if we hit the full tips goal of $150, you guys get to pick a vest for me to wear. All of your favorite vests are eligible, including the red, the platinum, the denim, and the gold.
You mean platinum? Platinum's the only vest
Okay.
people vote for.
So
'Cause they know you
please
hate
consider
the
contributing
platinum
if you like the
vest.
content and you want to support it and see it continue. I do my best to give a shout out for every single contribution that comes in because I am grateful that you guys support me and allow me to do what I love. And therefore,
No, you're not. You
since
hate
I'm
it.
grateful, I shout you all out, right?
You
Every
so
single
hate
contribution,
playing video
of course,
games.
of course, with the rules of the stream.
You ever
There's
actually
no
watched
names,
video
names, or
game
anything
play
like that.
streams? Holy
I'm grateful for
shit,
everything,
does he
and
hate
thank you
games?
For that, I'll give you a shout out during the stream. Okay. Fair enough. Sound good? I hope so. All right, so, I think I've covered everything. I think we could get to some shout-outs. All right, our first shout out of the day actually comes in from Krispy Kreme Knight, who did the first tip of the day, which was $4.20. So let's get that up on the leaderboard. Oh, by the way, I forgot that there's one news story I wanted to talk about. I forgot.
Oh,
right,
here. This is also pretty
shout-outs,
solid.
then
This is
we'll talk about the
great.
news story quick, and then we'll go back to shout outs. My bad, 'cause I forgot.
And
I skipped the segment. Oops.
Well, just wait.
So Krispy Kreme Knight says the following. Hold on, I lost track. Oh, here we go. Hey Phil, I was looking into setting up a membership. I noticed that you have different tiers, but the rewards are the same. Is there any reason to do a higher tier besides giving more to support you? Any special benefits for the higher membership?
No.
Listen, I would love to. I would love to do that. On Twitch, they actually had these abilities. Like, for example, when you had a higher tier subscription on Twitch, you were able to do exclusive emotes just for those higher tiers. Sadly, at least from what I can see, YouTube doesn't have that stuff. YouTube is lagging behind Twitch in a lot of ways, and this is one of them, where I can't really provide higher tiered members anything good because they don't offer that ability through the site. I would love to have an exclusive.
You can't because of the site? Well, then offer something else. Like, oh, you do good time member, you get the emotes. You do better time member to my streams, you get the emotes, and you get all live streams. Your name is added to the live stream. It was the only thing I could think of. I'm not very creative. But he could do that. Something very simple that doesn't rely on YouTube.
Exclusive 1 or 2 new emotes. And they don't let you do it here for some stupid reason. You know, and some people have suggested, like, oh, what about private this, private that? That would never work. I've already explained this, that sadly, people who want that kind of thing don't realize the level of trolling that I get. The day that I opened a Patreon, like 6-7 years ago, my trolls came out publicly on the internet and said, well, if Phil ever has a piece of privatized content, if he ever decides that someone who's a patron of his is going to get something before anyone else, we will purposely pay to become a patron to steal the content and post it all over the internet. Therefore, there'll be no incentive to ever become a patron of Phil's. Isn't that nice of them, right? So, stands to reason, the same thing happens with something like this. Well, you know, they would just become a premium member, and if I were to say post up something exclusively for members, they would just fucking post it on the internet anyway, so everyone knows what it is. Okay? So, unless you have some ideas,
What,
I would love
picture
to
of
hear
you
ideas.
jerking off?
Like, if you have a suggestion,
Oh, wait, we already
this
got
to be a
that
higher tier
video.
member, I'd like that. I'm open any incentive to do them, you see? When I set up memberships here, they said, oh, you have 3 tiers by default. What are they, and how much do you want them to be? Okay, I'll set them up, but I don't know what to put in them because YouTube doesn't have anything to offer.
Yeah, and YouTube is very insistent on, don't you want a third tier? Don't you want a third tier? So I did like the $99, don't pick this. I'm just tired of YouTube yelling at me to pick a third tier. He doesn't do that. He's like, no, guys, you can totally pick the third tier. If you really love my content, you'd pick the third tier, guys. No, you don't get anything else for it.
They don't give you that priority stuff like Twitch does. Like, Twitch has those special emotes and stuff. YouTube doesn't have it, man. Pretty stupid. So anyway,
Mom's
yeah,
being
right
loud.
now, if you do
I'm on,
a
neighbor.
higher, I think it's called a super supporter and an ultra supporter rather than just a standard supporter. Yeah, those tiers are more expensive, and I get more support from them, obviously, because you're paying more for them. So it helps me out more, and I appreciate those who are currently doing those higher tiers, because there are quite a few people who are. However, you don't get any extra benefit, because right now there's no way to even do one. Unless someone has an idea of something that I could do that wouldn't be spoiled by a troll, I'm not even sure what I could look into.
Ah, yes.
But again,
the troll's controlling his life, as always.
Someone just asked how you send super chats. I think that's right through YouTube here. If you're on the desktop version of the site, in the chat room itself at the bottom where it has things like emotes and stuff, I believe there's like a dollar symbol you can click on, and that opens up super chat options. On mobile, I don't know how it works. I've never used YouTube mobile once, so I don't even know what it would look like on there.
Professional. This is his job. But he's never used it, not even once.
The new story I wanted to talk
Good
about
job.
is pretty hilarious. There is this guy on social media who is a 100% Xbox fanboy. He slams anything that has to do with Sony. He's a jackass, basically. Okay, he still thinks there's a console war going on or some dumb shit.
I love it. I don't insult people. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that anymore. So, by the way, guys, this is Jackass. Wow, DSP. Good job not insulting people.
Like that. So as you guys know, the other day, there was a Sony event that presented all these games that are going to be coming out for PlayStation consoles. And of course, they showed God of War Ragnarok. And admittedly, a lot of people said, oh, it kind of looks the same as the original God of War. It doesn't look like it's advanced too much. And others are like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Give me more of the same formula. If the game was so good, just add more content to it, right? And it should be great. This guy is such a jackass. He posts...
Again, he doesn't insult people.
Oh,
Cause
take a look at
jackass.
this. God of War Ragnarok is literally the same as God of War 2018. They even reused the same animations. And he does an animation of God of War 2018 of Kratos and Atreus getting into a boat as they're setting off into the lake. And then he shows you that there's an animation that they showed in this trailer, this gameplay reveal or whatever, that shows Kratos and Atreus getting into a boat. The only difference is that the animation's been like reverse flipped or whatever, mirrored. But outside of that, it's the same animation that they used in God of War 2018. And he goes, man, it's the same game. They're reusing all the assets. All right? And I'm like, looking at this, and the entire internet is looking at this guy. And they're like, this guy...
I'm calling him a jackass because he is.
Asshole. First of all.
Wow, asshole.
First
Bang, he's busting it out, isn't he?
God of War is not a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's not. Would have been great if it was, all right? Admittedly, a lot of people would be upset if it were because they don't have a PS5. They wouldn't have been able to play it, which is very disappointing. We're in a very unique situation here. We've never been in this situation before. Almost a year out, people cannot buy the new game consoles that they want. They have the money for them. They want them. They can't get them. All right? A worldwide shortage because of COVID, because of scalping. It's pretty messed up when you really think about it. So because of this,
but it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form because you got one.
Enjoy it.
So you don't care.
It's not just about. It's not just about having the next gen console this time around. It's about just everyone wanting to experience the sequel we've all been waiting for many years, and it wouldn't be fair. People were locked out because they can't buy the console to play it on. You see, so it's cross-platform now. So guess what's going to happen when you make a game cross-platform? It's not going to look as good. The game likely would have looked way better than it's probably going to look if it ended up being a PS5 exclusive, but it's just not viable or fair right now. You're not going to sink this amount of time and money developing a game and then put it out on a console that people don't have or want and can't get. That's ludicrous. Why would you do that? That's stupidity, right? That would be really dumb to say.
Please tell us more about this, DSP, because we all know how much of an expert you are.
And put it on a console you cannot buy, right? That's number one. So being cross-platform, you have to expect it's not going to be all mind-blowingly new. Number two, every fucking time a game studio makes a sequel, they reuse assets. I can't think of a single time of a game sequel that doesn't reuse assets. Really. Really. I mean that. Like, even games probably Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2, I guarantee you they reused a ton of assets. Any fighting game, they always reuse assets. I mean, this guy complaining about this in 2021. How about if you lived in the 1990s, where every time Capcom released a new fighting game, they used the same sprites over and over and over? The sprites from Street Fighter Alpha were...
Now, this part I wanted to cover because, holy shit, he's actually saying something that's actually kind of right. Now, yes, Mr. I don't throw insults unless someone insults me first. Well, this guy didn't insult you, but you're still insulting him. Yeah, it's DSP, what do you expect? But, holy shit. DSP, there's a way to say, this guy is talking about how they're using the animations and how it's lazy. There's a way to talk about it without insulting the guy. Like, oh, say, this guy's complaining that they're reusing the animation because it's supposed to be a sequel, it's supposed to be PS5. But it's not PS5 exclusive. They actually had to change it because PS5s are impossible to get. So they changed the way the game's going to be done. And no, hey, save time, save game crunch, help the developers out. They're going to reuse assets. Done. Let's listen.
Were literally used in the entire Alpha series in all of the Versus games, okay? Every Street Fighter Versus game ever, starting with X-Men vs. Street Fighter, all the way through Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And some of those sprites were also reused again in other spin-off games. So you're talking, like, the same sprite was probably used in, like, 10 fucking fighting games. And no one complained. People were just happy to get a new game that was fun to play. People weren't nitpicking little shits. Entitled little douchebags.
You mean you?
So it's hilarious to me he's showing this animation inside, but, oh, it's the same animation to get in the boat. Well, what do you want Kratos to do? What logically should the God of War do when he gets into a boat? Should he do a double somersault in, right? Should he maybe do a pirouette, a handstand, maybe a cartwheel, right? Maybe he'll hop on one foot and do a fucking swan dive in. Like, what are you, a jackass? What do you think?
Wow, DSP, again, calm down.
If you get in a boat today and you get in a boat tomorrow, are you going to get in a completely different method? Today when you get in your car, are you going to go in ass first and tomorrow you jump in face first? I mean, what are you talking about? You're a fucking idiot.
Man.
Seriously, I mean, what a jackass, okay? It's just stupidity to say dumb shit like this, all right? Now, admittedly, if you get God of War Ragnarok, and 90% of the game feels like God of War 2018, then there is a problem. What I feel is for God of War Ragnarok to be a successful sequel...
Oh, never forget...
Add enough new stuff...
Oh my god, I can't believe I almost forgot this part. Never forget, they used DSP as, we had to make games so that even the dumbest person on Earth can figure out what to do. And they used him as the example. Never forget, DSP is used by Sony for the dumbest gamer on the planet. To make sure even the dumbest person on the planet can figure out what to do in a game.
Yes, that would include new combat mechanics, new animations, improved graphics. I want a third weapon at the very least, if not a fourth. Because right now, the axe and the blades of chaos are great or whatever. Excuse me, the chains of chaos are great or whatever. But no, the other blades. I got confused. It is the blades of chaos, right?
But he only used the X
Yeah.
and Astro
I
for
don't
every
have
single
brain fart on
fight.
But
Astro,
those
Astro,
two weapons
Astro,
were cool,
Astro.
but I want
It
more.
got so bad he
You
actually
need to
banned the
four
word
weapons. Now
axe
we have
in
to
his
do it right.
chat.
Now actually, if the game has 4 weapons, it would actually feel like the old God of War games. Because remember, in the old God of War games, you always had a giant array of weapons to swap between on the fly. You use giant combos sometimes. You know, grab them with the chain, pull them down, hit them with the hammer 3 times to get rid of their armor. Then you pull out, you know, another weapon when you wail on them for high damage or whatever. That's how it always was. It's the Blades of Chaos and the Chains of Olympus, and those are connected, right? The Blades of Chaos on the Chains of Olympus is what he's using. I think so. But anyway, you see
Real
my
gamer
point.
guys can't
They
remember
could
anything about the game
definitely
now.
have cool innovations if they add a couple more awesome weapons. I feel okay. I want that absolutely. I don't want just the same combat from the first game again. That would be boring to me because we've already been there, done that. You know what I mean? I definitely want new enemy types, and you know they've already announced it's going to be the 9 worlds, the 9 realms you're going to go to. Right? There were 6 realms in the first game. This game will have 9. So apparently,
All
there'll be
9
more content in
rooms.
the first game, which is outstanding. I want some of the same stuff from the first game. Remember the Valkyrie battles? So I hope that they have optional boss fights like that in the game. They don't have to be the Valkyries; you already beat them, but have it be something different, right?
They're definitely going to have that, and
like-
I
what
can't
really
wait to
like about
find
the first
out.
game is the open world exploration, the puzzles, and all the things that you can find if you really explore. Some of the optional areas are some of the most fun areas of the game.
The puzzles, as long as you
And
had a
also,
guide to
you wanna
read,
know what I
right,
want?
DSP?
Not the same mini boss 17 times, because that giant troll with the column, you fight him so many times in the God of War. That was my one major complaint of the game was like, why was there not enough variety type in the enemies that you're always fighting the same mini boss over and over? That was frustrating. Okay. So there's many ways they can improve, and I feel that they hopefully will. I mean, they may not, but these are the things that people should be bringing up. Okay, here's the opportunities for improvement, and this is what we want to see in the game. When you nitpick the fuck out of a game and say, oh no, the boat animation is the same, you are detrimental to the gaming community, and I mean that because when you complain,
You're
about shit like
detrimental
that
to
over
gaming
forums,
community,
you have people
DSP, shut
who
the
follow
fuck
you
up.
and actually believe the shit you say is important. You're gonna have people looking for the dumbest shit, and would you rather have a game that has all this great innovation adding to it, or I made a new animation to get in the boat? I want them to focus on what's important. The boat animation works, and they don't need a new
Making you money?
right?
That's the only thing you
I don't
care
wanna fucking
about.
see a new animation every time he gets into a vehicle or a boat or something. I want meaningful improvements. I don't want the game devs who are probably already working their asses off to make this game great, wasting their time on something that adds no actual quality to the game, just because some jackass.
And that's been the number one argument against the guy complaining about it. It's like, why broke what's not fixed? Why go, alright, hey, you don't get to see your families for the next 3 weeks because you gotta finish this boat animation. Like, nah, get rid of crunch, reuse some stuff from the other game, and then focus on new things like new boss battles, new mini bosses, new weapons, new techniques, new skills.
Gas on the fucking internet with the fucking following on Twitter decided to complain about it. He's an asshole. Okay?
Yes, you are, DSP. Oh, you meant the other person.
So
But
for me, that's what I'm looking for, and I think this guy's an ass, and the whole internet pretty much agrees. I mean, people small and large have all come out and said, this guy's a moron, don't listen to him. You know, this is not what we should be looking at. This is not important. Okay? Okay.
wonder if the guy ever insulted DSP because he normally doesn't get this
All right,
salty unless
let's
the
give our
person
shout-outs.
insults him
Mango
first.
Chutney to me $2, and you may want to reconsider what perks people get in regards to memberships as compared to other channel memberships. What you're offering is nothing. No Discord access, no private streams or gameplay sessions, nothing. All right, and I've already told you.
Oh, here it is, here it
I
is.
have a group of trolls who ruin everything.
Yeah, it's
If I
more
didn't
troll
have
talk.
stalker trolls who literally go out of their way to ruin everything I do, then I wouldn't have to worry about that. But the moment I open a Discord, you'll have trolls going in there and fucking with it. The moment that I try to do a private stream or a private video, they would share that link with the internet, and therefore there's no point to being a member at all. I've already explained this, so Mango Chutney, you're completely off base. You cannot come.
What
up
if he
with
wasn't
me
there for the
on content
stream? What if he
creators
wasn't there for that
because
part?
They don't put up with what I have to put up with. All right? If they did, they likely would have quit a long time ago. All right? So I think it's time to take a step back and stop being unfair and being so judgmental to what it is that I do versus other content creators. How about this? How about we make this comparison? How often do those other content creators stream compared to how much I stream? Huh? Do they stream 6 days a week full time?
They probably don't need to
One day
because they
families?
have a loyal fan base that pays
What kind
because
of
they're
content do
actually
they
good
put
and
out? Are they constantly
entertaining.
having to shill and advertise and do paid content streams to make it.
Also, yeah, people reach out to them. Angry Joe's gotten free games. Angry Joe's been invited to E3. Angry Joe's been given props by companies like, hey, we really like your reviews. You're playing our game, right? Well, here's some props from our game and all that you can use in your review. Because they like him. Now, is he everyone's cup of tea? No. His older stuff's better than the newer stuff, I will admit, but still. He got stuff for free. He got sponsorships. He got games. He got trips out to game studios and all that. Because they liked him. You, DSP, they don't like you. Because you're a piece of shit who told them to go die in a fire.
again.
That's
me,
not a
I
joke.
don't,
That's a direct quote.
right? I think I'm a little different than that. So I think it's time for you to shut up about this shit. And I mean it. Like, I'm tired of the unfair comparisons.
Why am I
I'm tired of people who
toxic?
want to say that, oh, Phil just doesn't try and Phil just doesn't do this or that. You're full of shit. I try as hard as I can with what's available to me when I am stalked.
You
by
never try.
influencers
You've never
on the internet
tried.
Who go out of their way to ruin everything that I try to do. I have to have limitations. You understand? I would absolutely love to do charity stuff. I can't. It would be ruined immediately. I'm not stupid.
You've admitted before. You're the charity, so shut the fuck up.
I'm not dumb. So it's
Yes,
time
you
to
are.
stop with the shit. It is. It's time. If you want to compare apples to apples, compare apples to apples. Oops, you can't because there's no one out there like me. I'm in a unique situation. and it's time for you to
LTG,
start understanding that instead of
Wings
making
Redemption,
really unfair
Review Tech
demands and
USA.
comparisons.
Really,
It
these names don't ring a bell to you?
Ignorance.
You're
It
that
does.
you're that unique.
But then again, I'm absolutely sure that you're not one of my regular supporters. You're probably someone here just to come and try to stick it to me. You know, or else you give an obvious suggestion that's possible. You know, it's not possible for me to have a Discord. I've already explained why I can't do private streams or gameplay sessions.
But you have a Discord. We know you have a Discord. Your mods revealed that you have a Discord. So I can't do a Discord. Why not? You have one, don't you?
So you're out of luck. You don't know what you're talking about.
And again, what if the guy
Okay.
just showed up and is like, hey.
All right.
Nope. Guy's in the shithead. He's got to get banned.
Oh, we have some YouTube contributions before we go on break here. Let's see.
Wait for it. There's more. That's right, guys. There's even more.
It didn't update. I gotta refresh it. Hold on. I was having issues with this queue last night. It wasn't refreshing live. It was annoying me. Yeah, what the hell? It didn't update. What the hell? There's definitely 2 super chats that came in.
Gotta end the
And they're not
pre-stream.
showing up in my queue. Maybe I have to completely log
bitch
out
about
and log in
money.
again or something. Let me see. Hold on. I wonder what's going on here. Let me try to figure this out. I don't know what's going on with it's my Streamlabs. Okay.
I still love when you try to cry. Guys, I got banned from
Go to
Streamlabs.
the dashboard.
And yeah, he's still using Streamlabs, so it sounds like he wasn't banned.
Okay. Is it logged in as YouTube? Or is it logged in as Twitch? It should be logged in as it's logged in as YouTube. Okay. Alert box, live notifications. Oh, did they change something? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think they did.
Not the change! God, he hates change so much.
I'm pretty sure they changed stuff.
How dare they change
So
something,
changed it
guys?
Now it's working differently. So how am I gonna do this now?
You could Google it or look at
Why
their
would they have done
facts.
this? Like, this is stupidity. They changed it overnight and changed the whole thing. So the window that I used to have a window here called recent events. Okay, it doesn't work anymore. It's not updating. It hasn't updated for 15 hours. So all you guys' contributions are not capturing in this thing because they updated it overnight, stupidly. And basically, I think they disabled this.
How dare they change it,
Because
guys?
I'm not seeing anything new being added to this. All right, and this sucks. I want to figure this out during the fucking stream. Why they gotta change shit without giving notice? Stupidity, man.
And for 15 hours, so having during your late stream? So you had all night after your late stream to figure this out. But nah, we're gonna wait until I start the day stream to figure this out, guys.
I don't even know where to go now. Where do I go to get recent events?
What do I do?
Alert box. So this shows you all your different alerts. So they're all activated. It's working. But where do I go to see the most recent events? Analytics, perhaps? Maybe it's analytics.
Chat, hold my hand.
Go to the bottom of the screen. It still didn't update. What? This has not updated in 15 hours. Is Streamlabs down or some shit? This is
No,
bad
you're
because
just an
now
idiot.
I can't keep track of your contributions because it seems like Streamlabs is fucked up.
And again,
Oh
15
my
hours
God,
ago
I'm-
would have
I'm scared.
been during his late
staring at it,
stream.
It's just frozen.
So he's
See, the
gonna
thing
figure
is,
this
I
out
wanna
during
use
his late
Stream
stream.
Elements for everything.
Nah.
I can't. When I was trying to use Stream Elements and YouTube, it didn't work. It wasn't capturing your contributions at all. It glitched and stopped working, much like it looks like this is now. Yeah, according to this, there has not been any contributions via YouTube in 15 hours, which is completely false. I don't even know what to do to fix this. Like,
Should have figured this out before the stream started.
I'm going to try logging out and logging back in. I doubt that's going to work.
Remember, guys, this is a gameplay content stream. This game is about video games.
Yeah, look,
the
today's
stream
subscription
is about
zero.
video games. Bleh.
Today's subscription, like it all says 0. It's wrong. And like I said, this was all working up until last night.
So again, you had all of last night to figure this out. You had all of last night to fix this.
Capturing all the super chats, and I was like, gee, I wonder why it's not doing that.
You had all of last night to fix this and get it figured out. Nope. Not his job, not his job.
Claiming we got a new subscriber at 10 a.m. No, we didn't. There was no new sub today. Oh, wait a minute. Subscribers. Oh, that's different. So it seems like one or two things happened.
God, the Pigro trying to figure out technology is hilarious.
Or it could be a Streamlabs issue, because sadly this happens with YouTube all the time. YouTube will change the way that it delivers data without telling anyone, and then everything breaks. And that's happened to me where they. All right, I might have to use a different thing to do this from now on.
Stream Elements. Are you gonna finally go back to Stream Elements? Come on, do it. Bet you won't, bitch.
I might be able to use actually just YouTube to do it from now on.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
I'm gonna try that, because if Streamlabs is completely broken, there's nothing I can do about it. I'll leave it on for now to see what happens. Thank you, Rebel, who just sent me a nice super chat there. I'm gonna read it out, but yeah, this blows. That looks like the entire thing is broken down. That didn't show up either. Yeah, it looks like literally overnight the link between Streamlabs and YouTube is broken and it doesn't work at all. So,
help!
I can get this working. Hold on.
I'm very help.
I would have to go to a monetization tab here, like this.
Holy shit, this is so sad.
Supers, they call it supers. And I would have to go to see all, and here it is. So I wonder, can I break this out as its own window? Let me see. Yes.
Rebel donated $10 to Super Chat.
And then can I minimize this to fit over here? Yes. Oh, this is actually working out well so far.
Man's been on YouTube for over a decade. Finally figuring stuff out about YouTube after using it for a decade.
It's not working as well as I want it to. Let me see here. Yeah, I can't scroll up and down right now. Let me try refreshing. Can I refresh this window?
Over a decade
from the get-go
of being a content creator and using YouTube, just now figuring this out.
Yeah,
good job, DSP. Great job.
This does suck.
Amazing job. You're right.
I can't scroll up and down unless I go all the way out here. Look at that. How weird that is. The good news is I can scroll. Oh,
look at what we can't see at DSP.
Based straight out of YouTube.
Only you can see it.
So in this regard, I should be able to read it straight out of YouTube. The problem is we may not have pop-ups working anymore. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like there was a huge disconnect from, like I said, between YouTube and Streamlabs. Streamlabs doesn't think that there's been any activity since yesterday, which is false. I'm gonna have to use a new window now, the YouTube window itself, to track super chats, super stickers, and memberships. So here we go. So we started with Mouth Drooling Moron did a super chat and says, "Will you fly over Manhattan tomorrow and flight sim?" No, I already did. We already did that. That was actually the very first flight sim stream I did. We flew over Manhattan, so I'm not doing that again. No.
He's trying to do that because of 9/11. He's trying to bait you into that.
Yes. Everyone completely shat all over Pokemon Sword and Shield, said it looked like shit, and the animations were terrible. And by the way, it sold like hotcakes. So to the common person, it didn't matter at all. It was just the nitpicking assholes who didn't like it. Okay. Rebel just did a $10 super chat. Says, you know, I once was a detractor, but I watched it go too far. I watched a man take unnecessary...
Yeah, all right. This is a fake. It's OIC. Not... Actually, no, yeah, I would put $20 on it. It's OIC. Trying to make DSP feel better, but yeah. This has just been... I don't get the shill. I don't get to do sponsorships and all that like a shill. I need you to crowdfund me, guys. Good job, DSP. What a content creator. What a winner. What a business. Bitching about the God of War guy, like, technically he's correct, but he's doing it in such a shitty way, it makes me want to defend the guy. Like, DSP, you are someone that is such a shit person, people root for the IRS. No one roots for the IRS. But you make people do that because they hate you that much because you're such a piece of shit. And you're making me go, yeah, like, the guy's a jackass for saying what he said about the God of War boat animation thing, but you're being so toxic about it, I want to defend the guy. And this is the... Well, not the biggest issue, but one of the many issues with DSP. Where he comes out for something good, And it makes you hate it because, well, he's such a toxic piece of shit. I kind of don't want to defend that thing anymore. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for watching. I'm definitely enjoying my vacation. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.